Hey y'all, it's Brady. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I've got a very special day in the life. Alright y'all, so I am in the car. I promise I am keeping my eyes on the road, and I am hands-free. So if you are new, this is probably going to be a little bit of a weird video to jump in on. However, I've got some very exciting news. I've got a bunch of tasks to handle today because of this exciting news. And we are just trying to hustle through and get things done. So if you are new here, hi, hello, and welcome. We are a family of 4. It is myself, my husband, and our 8-year-old by the time y'all see this, and 4-year-old girls. And we are, plus our 75-pound dog, you know, life is busy. We are super busy. My husband works crazy full-time hours all the time. My husband works crazy full-time hours. The girls are in school full-time. I work part-time plus YouTube, plus I have gone back to school full-time, back to college. So if you are new and you like day in the life videos, if you like grocery hauls, if you like food and recipe videos, then I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and stick around. So I have some very big news today. I got accepted into my nursing program. Yes, yes, yes. So, I am really, really excited. I am really, really, really freaking nervous and anxious. And, I think it would sum it up if I told you. So a friend of mine that I met in anatomy and physiology, she was a bit ahead of me in finishing up her prerequisites. So she is actually in her last semester now of the actual nursing program. And so she was like, you gotta let me know when you find out. So I texted her and I was like, hey, I got in. And she was like, congratulations. I'm so excited for you and all the torture you're about to endure. And if that doesn't sum up nursing school and that excitement, anticipation, but like pit in your stomach feeling, I don't know what does. So I have a lot to do today, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take y'all along with me, and we are going to hopefully knock all this stuff out today. So I got my acceptance email last week, and we had until mid-April, it was like the 22nd or something like that, to respond and accept or deny our seat in the class. So I didn't actually accept my seat in the class until Tuesday. Today is Thursday. And it was either Monday or Tuesday that I accepted my seat. And, excuse me. Because of that, well, there's a whole host of things. Number one, and y'all just be prepared. For the people that don't really care for my chattiness, this is probably not the video for you because I've got a lot to chat about. So, anyways, so the whole thing is you had until April 22nd, I believe it was, to accept your seat. However, the sooner you accept your seat, the better, because then when I sent my my email accepting my seat, they send you an email back within, it says within 48 hours. I got mine back within about 3 or 4 hours. And, well, it was by the end of that day. And so she sent me the paperwork that we would need to fill out, the handbook to review, all that stuff. And a lot of the paperwork is all of your stuff for clinicals. You have to have a background check. You have to have a drug screen done. You have to have a, what else? You have to have a physical, and there's a form they have to fill out, including a TB test. You have to have all this other paperwork submitted. You have to get your vaccination records verified. Or I should say I have to get basic life support CPR training and the certification for that. And then there's a questionnaire to fill out, plus a bunch of like disclaimer forms and all of that sort of stuff. Hold on a second. So you have to have, there's just a bunch of paperwork to fill out, plus several like action items you have to get done. Now, technically we have until our orientation in May. Technically we have until then to get all of this done and submitted. The catch is that a lot of the clinical assignments are an hour or more away from my home. But there are a few that are within 30 minutes of my home. Obviously, I would rather have the clinical assignments that are closer to my home. That being said, they sent an email out also telling you that you can wait until orientation to turn in your documents. However, clinical assignments are going to be on a first come, first served basis. Meaning, the people that get their stuff in the quickest are the people that are going to get pretty much their first pick. So I worked on completing the paperwork that I needed to complete yesterday. And I mean, there were 44 pages that printed. So it's a lot of paperwork, including, now a lot of that was including like the examples of what all you need to submit and the form you need and that you need to take to the physical, all of that. Instructions on how to go online and register for the drug screen and the background check, all of that stuff. So I submitted and registered for my drug screen yesterday. I made an appointment yesterday for today, which is where I'm headed right now, to, because I just got the kids to school. So I am headed now to a walk-in clinic at a Walgreens to go get them to fill out the physical paperwork and get the TB test today. I know I'll have to come back tomorrow probably and get them to read the TB test and then they'll sign off. That's usually how that works. It's 1 to 2 days you have to come back. Anyways, so thankfully all of the vaccinations that we have to have, I have. There is something, it's kind of up in the air as far as what the clinical placement agency, each institution requires as far as like boosters. So I don't know if I'm going to have to get another one of those yet. We'll see. And, but everything else, and I might have to get a flu shot. But everything else I have completed. I have them completed as far as vaccination records go. So what I need to do is, so I went on ahead and submitted for and registered and paid for my background check. I have registered for the drug screen. I made this appointment for this morning, which was very convenient. And then I registered, because it has to be through the American Heart Association, to get basic life support CPR training. And my understanding is that it was just kind of weird. So I registered because all the spots and locations are listed on the AHA website. So I went on ahead and did that. However, it's at a dentist office in town is where they're hosting this. So I submitted an email to the people that are running it, the CPR training, to see if, like, because the AHA let me register. It didn't ask for anything, and it didn't say it was a private event, but it's at a dentist office. So I'm like, is this just for their employees? And this isn't, that's not gonna work. So I sent an email to the person that's running that, and I'm hoping that they will email me back today. If it's open to the public and I'm able to go, then tomorrow from 10 to 1, I have I'll have that CPR training, and it says on their thing that if we prepay, then we'll get our card then, our proof of the certification. So, because I have to have that proof as part of my documentation. So, if my background check, drug screen, and everything comes back by tomorrow, then, and I get to do that CPR class in the morning, then what I'll be able to do is, that'll complete my packet. I'll be able to run over here, let them read the TB test, and then sign off on the form. And then I'll have everything else, because we have to upload like photos of, like copies of proving we have health insurance and all this stuff. So I'll have to scan all of that into my computer this evening. But all that to say, as long as I get all that done, then I can run over to the school tomorrow afternoon after the CPR class and submit my packet, and hopefully get the closest option to me for clinicals. I said all that to say, I am hoping to get all that done this week, and I feel like that's early, because we still have a month before orientation. However, I know that in these cases, there's always people that, when I think I'm ahead of the game, are like 12 steps ahead of me, and there's likely people that replied to that email same day confirming their seat, and then have a few days head start on me on getting things completed. So hopefully I am able to get the clinical placements that I'm hoping for. It also says on there, you know, like what's most important to you, day or placement and location. And for me, the location is more important. So I have, there's my paperwork. I have all of my paperwork here that I need. This is everything from the packet. I just kept it all on one clipboard so I don't lose it. And I am going to take this form to have them fill this out. Now, on top of that, there's also a bunch of non-school related things, of course, to get done, because that's the story of my life. We have a school carnival at my kids' school this evening at 5:30. Plus, I have to be done with all this in time to pick them up from school this afternoon. And I have to go, my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. By the time you see this, she'll already be 8. But I have to go about 30 minutes away from my house to the place to do the drug screen. While I'm there, it's in the same town as our Sam's Club, so I'm gonna go grab her cupcakes for her to take to school tomorrow. I am making her a cake for our family birthday party this weekend. So I have everything that I need for that, but I also placed a Party City curbside order because it's in that same town, because we don't have any of those things here. I have to pick up her. So when I leave here, I'll probably grab me something to drink from Sonic or something when I leave this Walgreens appointment. And then I've got to go to the drug screen place, to Sam's Club, pick up cupcakes for class. And because you get like a 30 count for like $14. And then I need to go pick up my Party City order. And then, like I said, I still need to pick up the kids from school. We have the carnival tonight. And I need to fill out my new FAFSA for the 2022-2023 school year for financial aid. I need to, you know, do a bunch of office related work at my desk. I have a Target pickup order for some ink for the new printer. There's just a lot. So today's a very busy day. So now that I've chit-chatted with y'all forever, this is probably going to be a long video. I'm going to run into Walgreens now and get my physical done, and then I will check in with y'all, let you know how that goes, when I got to come back and all that good stuff. So I'm back in the car. It's 9:10. I was in there maybe 45 minutes, 35 minutes. Didn't have to wait long to be seen. They just pretty much took me right on back. And because it's just like a walk-in thing, you know? And so I didn't even catch that on my form, but this requires a 2-step TB test. So this one I got today, then I have to come back Saturday. It's 48 hours. So my whole plan of dropping all this off on Friday is not gonna work, but hopefully I can drop it off next week. So, all of this is done. I have to come back. They'll read this on Saturday. And then a week from Saturday, I have to come back, get another TB test, and then come back 48 hours from then, get them to read it. They'll finish the form, and then we're done. So I'm going to email our director of nursing, and I'm going to ask her if the 2 tests are necessary or if that's just on the form. And then just to clarify if I even need to wait, because if not, then, you know, I can turn it all in on Monday, but we'll see. So I am going to head to the next town over and get our stuff from Sam's Club, get the cupcakes from Sam's Club, get the Party City stuff because I ordered her some balloons. Then I will go get the, well, while I'm over there, I'm also going to go get the drug screen done. And I'm really thirsty, so I'm going to get me something to drink. So let's get on the road and get this done. All right, y'all, so I'm back in the car. It's the afternoon now. It's been a long day already, and for some reason my camera thing doesn't want to stay up there. Anyways, so you cannot see it, but I did get the TB skin test done with the physical. That went well. $75 later. This is the stuff that gets me about these programs and different things that you do, like just all the crap that's not included in your financial aid and that has to be completed long before you would even get financial aid. I don't know, it's just one of those things. I mean, we set aside planning because we knew these things were there, but yeah, so it was $75 for the physical. I think it was $35 for my background check, another $40 for the drug screen, and that's just today. That's not counting my scrub uniforms. That's not counting the shoes and the watch and the stethoscope and all the things. So there's lots of things there. But this kind of stuff has to be completed before, certainly before orientation, but before they can put me in a clinical assignment. So, goodness, we noticed that I didn't even catch it, but the NP that was doing the physical noticed that it calls for 2 TB skin tests. So I have to come back on Saturday. I don't remember if I told y'all this. It calls for 2, but I don't know if I actually have to have the second one. So it calls for like 2 full TB skin tests. So like you go, you get it, then like Saturday I'll have to go back, get it read, and then come back a week later from Saturday, get another one administered, come back 2 days later from that, and do it again before it's all finalized. I have never, I mean, I've had to do employment physicals and TB skin tests, but I've never been asked to do it twice. So leave me a comment down below. If you're a nurse or a healthcare provider in any capacity, did you have to do it twice? I'm just curious. I did. She wanted me to email my director and just make sure that they want it done 2 full times. But if so, then I'll do it, obviously. But if not, you know, then after Saturday it'll be all taken care of. So I don't know. I'll get that figured out. I did email the director back and asked her if, you know, that I just explained that the provider wanted to double check before they administered it again. So anyways, I don't anticipate there being any issues with that. I definitely don't anticipate any background or drug screen issues. But I got those done. I picked up the cupcakes. So I was supposed to go to Sam's Club and get cupcakes, but I did not. So I called because I thought, well, let me make sure that they have, you know, what I'm looking for before I get there. And I'm glad I called, because the lady in the bakery said that they only had white cake cupcakes, and so she didn't seem very willing to assist in anything. She said something like they don't have any chocolate cake at all, which I thought was very strange, but I guess they don't have any chocolate cake at all. And then she said, so then I called Publix, and they were like, yep, we've got them already ready, you know. And so it actually really worked out. Publix had Moana, which is what she was looking for, my daughter was looking for. So we did that. I picked those up. I had to do my first class, because that's the part that I forgot to tell y'all, because this is what always happens to me, is that I think my day is full, and then I'm like, oh, but Brady, you forgot a couple of things that were also in there. So I forgot to mention to y'all, because it totally slipped my mind. I thought about it yesterday, but when I was telling y'all what all I had to do today, I did not put that together. That I also had my Zoom meeting classes for World Lit and Marriage and Family Sociology today. So I did my first class, my World Lit class, from the van, sitting in the Publix parking lot. And then I did the other one from home. And now it's time to start the routine of picking up the kids. And then I did tell y'all that I have to, or we don't have to, but we're going to the school carnival thing that they're doing. And so it's a very full day. But I will say that it's going really, I mean, everything's just like steadily moving along. We're not having, you know, a bunch of issues getting things done. So, you know, that's nice. Everything seems to be going as it should. And, hopefully it keeps on moving along that way. I think they're doing like a pizza thing there at the carnival, but I don't think they're doing like a full, I don't know. My youngest will not eat pizza. So my plan is I'm going to let them choose a sandwich or something. We'll just do something quick and easy like that for them at the house before we leave. If they want pizza while we're there, we'll get it, you know, whatever. And then I do have hamburger meat already cooked. And I say hamburger meat, like I have ground beef already cooked and drained in the refrigerator that I either need to use tonight in dinner or go ahead and freeze it. So if we get back and we didn't really do a full dinner for the adults, or, you know, whatever, then I'll go ahead and probably just make like a quick hamburger helper skillet or something super easy to have. You know, I just wanted to make sure I had something planned just in case we don't actually eat dinner there and it's more just like, oh, they have some popcorn. But again, it doesn't start till 5:30, and so by the time we get home, it'll be like, okay, put your pajamas on, go to bed. And it's a school night, so I for sure just want to think through and make sure that we have these things lined up. I think I've been thinking about this more and more as since my acceptance into the program and kind of what we're going to do. My nursing classes, because of the way college semesters work, won't start until a couple of weeks after the kids start school for the school year. So that actually works really well for me, because I'll be able to kind of continue what I've done in the past with them and be there, you know what I mean, for like all the back to school stuff. And I won't have to worry about juggling that with my school and clinical schedule. So that was kind of a relief. And then I was thinking too in my head, like, okay, do I want to I think what I'll end up probably doing is making a big batch of freezer meals to have on hand when like back to school starts. So like I'll take a day or two after the kids start back to school, but before I start school, and try to get a bunch of freezer meals and things like that already prepared, so that when we are just thrown head first into the fireball that is going to be nursing school, I'll be able to get all that done. So we'll have dinner. We won't, you know, end up eating junk all the time, or eating out a lot. So that's my plan. Obviously plans could change over the summer before then, but yeah, that's my thought process. So I am going to go get the girls from school. I probably won't film anything from the carnival. Obviously I don't put my children on there, so I'm not going to put other people's children on there, but if I get a chance to film anything else this evening, then I will. Whatever we do for dinner, I'll try to put that in a clip too for you. And for now, that's all I've got, but hopefully I'll see you right back here in a little bit, just like that for you, so that we can wrap up the video and all of that. But so far so good. Things have gone well today. Party City, when I stopped by there, didn't have everything that I was looking for, but we made it work. It was fine. So all is well. So I'm gonna get the girls from school, hang out with them, play with them for a little bit, and then yeah, we'll check in later. All right, y'all. So editing Brady here, and in typical fashion with a day in the lifestyle vlog, I did not wrap up the video. Our evenings are just so chaotic that I end up not doing a great job at vlogging it in the evenings. So we ended up having pizza at the carnival, so I didn't get any pictures of that or video from the carnival because it was chaos. It was like a learning carnival thing. They had a bunch of different learning games set up for the different age groups. So that was a lot of fun. And then of course, by the time we got home with that, it was time for bed. So the girls put their pajamas on and went straight on to bed. And honestly, my husband and I followed soon after because we were both wiped out. So it was a very good day though, and I am so glad that you came along with me. And so if you're brand new and you've just or if you've never said hello before, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Introduce yourself if you're new. And until next time, I will see y'all in the comments down below. Bye, y'all.